Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. My name's Mantis. This is Balanced Brew. And this is episode 13 of my Dragon Quest XI casual play. Let's get us started in. This last week has felt like 10, so I actually kind of can't remember what we were doing. We're headed to Arborea. The tree place, or the place that worships the trees anyway. It really has some forest around it, but it is not technically the Yggdrasil, it's below Yggdrasil. So upon gathering the throne room, the party realized that the Crystalinda deceived us again and pretended to be the queen. The queen gave us the orb. Now we just have to head to the first forest and go meet the sages of Arborea. Or, like, the people of the sages, because I think technically the twins are what would be considered the sages, but I'm always a little iffy about that. And I do always like when they keep that lore a little more ambiguous than fleshed out. I've always appreciated that about Dragon Quest. It gives you answers, but it also raises you just as many questions. Like, if you ever leave a Dragon Quest game feeling like you 100% understand everything about it, I promise you, you are just overlooking something. Which is fun. Who wants to leave with all the answers? I certainly don't. I don't even want half the answers. A good third is what I would prefer. Because the more answers you get, the more you realize stuff was not quite as fleshed out as initially intended, and we just read in and fill the gaps. Alright, we're going to the Arborean Highlands. If I'm a little louder today, it's because I forgot to turn my in-headphones audio off. And the Tokyo Metropolitan Orchestra is very boisterous, one would say. Alright, figured I was close enough to... Well, that's lame. Oh, there we go. We got him anyway. Cool, cool. The Gigantes are some of my favorite enemies in this game. I just like the big, like, classical monster designs. Cyclops. Yeah, the Gigantes, I think, is the tan version, but they're all in, like, that subgroup. I always just kind of refer to the group as whatever, like, the first version I encounter is.
We win again. Oh, goody.
Oh, sweet, man. We are absolutely cruising through the level ups this time around. We're going to hold off, because I want that max MP. Magical Might's cool, though. No. Man, alright. This is the point where we have to go a couple... Pardon my hiccup there. Where we have to go a couple levels before we unlock something new. Which makes sense as how it progresses, but I always hate having those skill points just sitting there being unused. We'll just throw out a bang, see where our offensive magic is staying. Yeah, poorly. She is roughly 6.5 times stronger magically than we are. We weren't playing this to be like an off-mage build in any sense of the word, but it is always nice to know where your shortcomings have come up from, you know. Because while I do appreciate characters that can kind of do a little bit of everything, I will always normally pick a character that I can make just really good at one thing and forget about everything else. It's fun to pretend to be a jack of all trades, but I would always prefer to be a master of one. I do need to change that boar costume because it's just making her too cute and it's throwing me out of it. But it's just hilarious to have like a guy in like Middle Eastern horse chainmail, a chick in like a leather dress, and then a little piglet. But who knows? I may leave that. I like it, but it is ridiculous to the more sensible part of me. Oh, I think we hit that one. Oh no, he ran away. Never mind. Trying to get more of those passwords. In fact, we might go finish up a little bit more of that and some side quests before we progress. Because I think there's a few that we probably want to get done in Act 1. So once we've hit the point where we think maybe we're gonna hit the story end there, then we'll go brush up on some things in Act 1 so we're not so far behind I just decide not to do it. Which will eventually happen. But let's fight that, shall we? Did literally start this channel just to be as productive as I can as far as playing my video games goes, so. What's up, Shad Shad? Welcome, welcome. Macy Mason popping in here shortly. Hope and Scare pops in as well. Was not able to catch as much of his Marvel Rivals cast the other day, but I did enjoy it. For little. I was irresponsible and let my phone die. Because my Apple phone is towards the end of its battery life as far as productivity can go. This is Serana and Veronica's homeworld. Are those questions for Mason in relation to some art and the AI bot by chance?
Who would have thought a place like this would be hidden away at the top of that mountain trail?
Oh, stop it, you. You're making me blush. Although, I suppose...
Specifically art for you, in a way, and him developing that? Perhaps, maybe?
Arboria, home of the keepers. The ones who watch
He has
over
not
the
been
world from
streaming?
Yggdrasil
And of...
I always thought... The altar...
Well, you may get a little more information out of him in regard to your request of him to investigate your channel a little bit. Streaming, we didn't talk about that. We kind of went a back and forth of, I unload my problems, get the little bit of advice I can, or really no advice, just dump whatever I'm stressing about onto him, and then...
O great and glorious Yggdrasil, whose holy heart is the source
Yeah, I haven't caught one of his streams yet, but if I had 40 viewers, I would definitely probably try to do a second night a week. Because I'm a greedy little piggy.
The withered leaves fall.
Oh, today's brew of the day is, this is an odd one. It's some Cenote tequila, which I don't know if I had you try last time you were up here to visit me in Indiana, Shad. But it is very, very nice silver tequila. With some frozen strawberries thrown in there, and then some pomegranate juice.
And how long have you two been loitering there, pray?
Good day,
Oh, it's
Holy
very
Father.
good.
It's ever so nice
And the
to
frozen
see you
strawberries
again.
are acting as ice
And
cubes.
everybody else, of course.
Yes,
Everyone
Cenote's
seems
my
well.
favorite. My new favorite tequila.
As do you, my dear.
Al is friends with a business owner in Hillsdale that I will not say the name of. But he has an extensive, expensive tequila collection that is awe-inspiring.
Anyway, that's not important right now. What is important is that we did what you told us to. We found the luminary.
They did their job. They found me pretty quickly, actually.
The luminary. Can it really be?
Ah, what a blessed day this is. Not only do we welcome a new life into the village, but the luminary also. I am Benedictus, High Priest of Arboria. And I have waited my whole life for this moment.
Our guy is basically their messiah figure in a
Holy
sense.
Father, on our travels, we learned of a great...
Mordegon.
I see. So this Mordegon has corrupted the minds of Heliodor's best and boldest, and is using his evil influence to turn the world against our friend.
Oh, that's interesting. They don't know Mordegon's name.
Yes. But we think we may know how to defeat him.
Like, he said it as in Mordegon was a stranger to him, not somebody he'd heard of. I think that's interesting. Alright.
It is just as
Now we're gonna skip this. We got most of the important informations. We just need to go up to him. So now we're gonna investigate their home for a little bit. But I think it's very important to focus on the fact that he was not familiar with Mordegon. He said it as if he was a stranger. Which means they passed on the name of the Luminary and the rise of his return, but they didn't know why he would return, which I think is neat. Well, Shed, you'll have to prod Mason to get him in here if you need your answers, or shake him down offline. Is Hal still feeling sick? I love these little guys. Parthenia. Oh, that's okay. So that's from, I believe that's from DQ4, which Ultra the Chosen. DQ4 is Dragon Quest IV Chapters of the Chosen. So, if that very obvious naming convention that I just alliterated. I'm running a 102. Hot damn. I haven't had a 102 since I had pneumonia real bad as a kid. Well, I say kid, I was like... Yeah, I was a kid. It's just before preteen. Which is weird to think that basically if we had this fever even 100 years ago, it would kill a decent portion of us. Touch 103. Yeah, it's no fun. It's I experienced delirium like nobody's business, so I definitely understand that feeling quite a bit. But also as somebody that you firsthand got to witness almost have heat stroke, or did have like the early stages of heat stroke. Thankfully, I passed out in the shade in the dunes. I do understand what that sort of temperature is like. It's not good for the brain. Supplicant. That should be one that gives, if I remember correctly, it heals. Okay, it restores MP. She can spend hers more. No, she needs that. Our healer always needs MP before. Yeah. Sorry there, love. We'll give her that. She could be a little faster. That'd be fine. Yeah, for any of you listening in, Shad and I in Warren, beautiful Warren Dunes in Michigan, we decided to go for a hike with Mason and another friend of ours, Andy. And I was so dehydrated and messed up in the dunes that I started to hallucinate. And then passed out in the shade of a tree at the top of one of the dunes, or the top of a hill next to one of the dunes, and then thankfully recovered and was able to make it back. Shad got Hell's Itch. If you couldn't tell from the name, an extremely rough form of sunburn. We all got sunburnt, but like, Buddy got it so much worse that all the rest of us bitching about our sunburnt was not even, like, it just felt disingenuous. Then we hiked all the way back. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I still smoked a cigarette when I got back to the car with Mason and Taylor in it. Because I just needed to relax. So bad it burns your nerves. Yeah, that was rough. Which, to be fair, all the rest of us had arguably some of the worst sunburns a lot of you would have seen. So it's crazy to think that Shad's was so much worse that it blew us out of the water. Yeah, that's some wild stuff. It was all my fault. I was being cheap and I was incredibly poor because it was a couple months before I was leaving for the army. And actually, you know what? I wasn't being cheap. I hadn't been paid yet that week and I couldn't afford a bottle of water. I don't think a lot of us could afford any of that high-end beach, the high-end beach concessions. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. All right, so we're not going to progress down this yet. We're going to go get our side quests in town. And then we're going to complete those and any of the passwords we can do. Called Super Soup? Alright. Oh, alright. So we'll have to do that. Andy got a huge boil. Yeah. Yeah, we should have drank a lot of water before doing that. It was a real fill of 103. Yeah. And we were all broke. Yes. Just a bunch of pores getting damaged by the sun is basically what our experience was. Okay, so we're gonna have those two both need to go into the thing. Yeah, the dunes are beautiful, by the way. You ever get a chance to spend time on Lake Michigan, do it. We didn't spend that much time in the water that day, which I don't know why. Oh, I remember. It's because the beach was like packed. The busiest I've seen a beach in my entire life. Shad and I've got a lot of dumb beach stories. He and I went swimming in Lake Michigan during a thunderstorm one time, watching his sister play volleyball. Okay, so we need to head back to Octagonia. There was lightning everywhere. It was so dumb. Oh, it was so dumb. Was one of the prettiest I've ever seen the lake, though. When you see the storm roll in like that, that and when I flew over Lake Michigan on my way back from Texas, when I was demobbing from being stationed in Wisconsin, that was some of the most beautiful scenery I've ever seen as well. It's just seeing the lake from that high up is, Yeah, those are some of my favorite pictures you ever took. Shad was definitely the sky then. The Dapper Chap. These recipes are probably way out leveled, but... Oh, those actually might be for, Sylvando, thank you. Whew. Well, let's see what our next... So we won't do that one because it requires a pet power. We need to spend tokens to get that one. That'll also something we can do later. We'll do that one. We'll do the mini metal one. Did not mean to do that. Needed to teleport to the actual Les Académies des Medals. Oh, Shad, did you tell your dad yet that he's able to set me up with any single ladies in Florida now? I do kind of miss him randomly sending me a photo of a chick 1,500 miles away and going, hey, she's cute, isn't she? I teleported back to Alright, this is... He'll have to let the dentist know that old Mantis is back on the market. Alright. So I need to... mention in its pages, so that's good. Sure where to find it. Bashtien's the little hammer hood as well, so we need to go talk to her. Oh, we've got to go out into one of the fields to look for something, if I remember correctly. Memory box, there we go. Alright, yeah, we just stumbled upon that. Cool. My memory's so bad, but also just good enough to randomly trick myself into finding things. Oh, that's, so this lady was friends with Jade's mom. Her friend from a faraway land was Jade's mother, who died shortly after Jade was born. So that's why the item is something that Jade can wear. I forgot that. That's very sad. But also cool. I like stuff like that. I think the hammer lady's upstairs, if I remember correctly. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright, so we have to go look for a signpost somewhere in Eerie Airy. Alright. And then we will go back to Lonalulu. Forgot, for anybody listening to this that doesn't know Shadowdie, which is most of you, if anybody listening at all, Shad's dad sends me random ladies that he knows there that he wants to set me up with, and I live in Indiana and they live in Florida. It's very adorable. Shad's dad's a good guy. Alright, so we need to find a signpost up here. Where would it be, though? I think it's at the end, too. Shad, you are correct. Yes, your dad is definitely a goofy goober. Honestly, it was just funny to me that we showed up for a music trivia thing, and there's a dentist that was at the place that he'd like talked about, like, oh, you should talk to her, she's cute, but like that was it. Like there was no, oh hey, I'll introduce you. There was no nothing. He was just like, yeah. So anyway, just go introduce yourself to a complete stranger. Definitely didn't do it. I'm not gonna get set up for a one-side conversation where then you find out he hasn't said anything to her about it, and you're like, oh, well, this is awkward. Now I just look like a absolute creep. Too much work for him. No, I'm well aware. Yeah, listen, your dad's the exact same way I am, where I like the joke, and then the moment there's any work that goes into the joke, I'm like, you know what, I'm good. I'm gonna bail. Just doing a little shimmy shimmy side shuffle. He's also trying to set me up with, in his defense, a very attractive boat captain down there as well. Where the heck is this signpost that I'm supposed to go find then? I'm just gonna look it up. I'm not above that. Oh, it's past the campsite? Alright, hold on. So I must have missed it and walked by it, like an idiot. I'm not... Alright. Where? Oh, I need a map. This is ridiculous. Where? Because I feel like I messed this up last time. Oh my god. I'm an idiot. Alright. I'm an idiot. I told myself it couldn't be in a spot, and it's exactly where it is, because I'm a moron. It is... Wait, what? No. Hold on. Why the heck did I come here? Dang it, hold on. Oh, okay, yes. Alright, yeah. I thought it wasn't this far, but this is exactly what led to me to not get it the last time. So I'm like, well, there's no way they'd make me go that far for a fetch quest. Yes, yes, they would. Yeah, for the episodes that you missed, Shad, we're so over-leveled that we are, like... we are putting a hurting on some of the enemies. We put such a bad hurting in this area that I've had some regular fights last longer than the boss fight in this one. They said to the north. Okay, so we're heading north. Oh my gosh, is it this one? Alright, well, we found it, so that's good. Yeah, that thing ran away from us. That's, honestly, there's really not much need to catch up on that one, I guess. I would watch the mermaid one and the one before it. Those are good. Everything else is meh. The one before it I won't say much more about because it's my favorite part of the game so far. There's another touching moment in that exact same location in Act 2 that is also phenomenal. We're going to try to get as many of these medals as possible so we can really get souped up. Souped up and kind of going to waltz our way through Act 2. So I've never gone through Act 3 of the game. I've only made it all the way to Act 2. The end of Act 2, but Act 2. But I know what happens there in the sense that I know it's a non-traditional, from what you'd be expecting RPG ending, so to speak. Like, Act 2, end of Act 2 is going to feel like the end, and it's not even close. Alright, here we go. That just gives us any uniform, but it's a quest done, I guess. So before we go downstairs to turn some medals in, let's figure out what more quests we have. We're going to save that, because we'll have to pay casino tokens for it, and I don't like that. The rain thing is cool, but kind of a pain in the ass. Ship had the word Gondolia painted on the prow. We will do that one. That one's good. We'll go do the Viking Horde. And then we should be caught up. But let's go to... we need to go to... this. No, not the Strand. Honolulu. I am so distracted today. Stressed this last week that today felt like a 2 or 3 days. Didn't even do anything that taxing. I'm gonna have to imagine the tequila's probably not helping, but I don't know. It's making me feel better. Okay, we'll have to go down. Oh, we forgot to check what new equipment's available in Arborea as well. That'll be fun. Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about this. Oh my god, yeah, we gotta go to an uninhabited island. I remember where this is at. Yeah, this game is fetch quest, like, heavy, but also there's not a lot of side quests, so it doesn't feel as... Like, if you do them all when you get them, it doesn't feel as bad. It kind of adds to the high adventure questing of it, you know? It's not like Skyrim where you get offered the same fetch quest or beat them up or go clear out a cave from, like, 50 people. And we will unlock a new mode of transport in Act 2 as well. That'll really spice things up. It's just that we're beyond these ocean creatures now. It's more like Pokemon when you're going through the tall grass after you've over-leveled and you're like, alright, this shit again. Why did she get 3 MP back? I can't quite remember. Oh, it might be from that bow. Again. But we're getting a lot of the passive upgrades that'll be real cool to boost here. Just to give different stuff. You're playing Shining Pearl? Ah, oh, yeah. Alright. Shad, you and I are going to have to, once I get in Elgato, we could do a dual, we could actually do a dual, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl playthrough, fight each other periodically through the game, as well as trade and maybe get to build the better teams that we want. using the 2 different groups of version exclusives, if you want it anyway. I've been meaning to suggest that to you here for a while now. I would also be down to do that as, instead of a stream thing, just a... Well, actually, we could do it as a stream, but like as a dual release. Where we're each recording our perspective on it, and then the joint battles. I've always wanted to do that. Especially because I'm going to grind for an Elekid. 2 of them and then 2 Electrovisors, because I always wanted them. Because one thing I didn't like about the original Gen 4, even though it is my favorites, is that Pokemon selection is just not very dense. So, like, if you want an electric type, you just went with Luxray. Because I didn't have friends when I was a kid. So I didn't have anybody I could have traded Elekid or Magmortar for. So, like, you could never get them. You would have just... You're stuck with the second stage evolution. Because I hate trade evolutions. So, it's only because I'm a loser. I literally have a folder on my phone right now that's breaking down all my favorite teams, or the teams I'm going to use for each of the Pokemon games I'm going to play. My one for Pokemon XD that I'm going to do here in a couple games makes me look like a psycho. But I also kind of didn't really need the folder because I remember where most of the Pokemon are that I like in that game. It is hands down my favorite Pokemon game is Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. It's so sick. So we're going to be looking for a guy with a good singing voice somewhere in town. I think he's going to be over by the dock areas. But he's going to be an old man. Oh, yep, this is him. I found him first. Ah, there we go. I didn't look this one up, by the way. Probation? Or do you mean Probobass? I'm probably going to do, for mine, at least for when we redo it anyway, if we start from scratch, because you'll probably want to experiment with different teams since you have different options. I'm probably going to do... So, if I plan it out correctly, I want to do Torterra, Garchomp, Magmortar, Electivire, Rhyperior, and then either Frostlass or probably Frostlass actually. Crobat, yeah, I like Crobat. I would have Tyranitar on my team, but he is not in until the post game. Maybe Honchkrow. I don't know. It's something I always work on. Honestly, I try to rotate, like, I try to have 6 to 8, and then just have, like, 2 on deck at all times. Especially now that you don't need HMs, so you can kind of actually, like... The not needing HMs is, like, the best part of the newer games. I do like that thing, but I guess it's not as good as the... To take a different angle. Oh yeah, and especially now, because like before, if you wanted a fire type in the base game, your only 2 options were you've never used a TM. You kind of don't need to. I always do for Earthquake just to give it to Gible or Garchomp as quickly as possible. but they're technically not really necessary. Especially when you have the move to it if you have heart scales. But like in the original games, your only 2 fire types in the game really were Rapidash and Infernape. That's it. Heck, the fire type gym leader had to use one of his is Drift Bloom, and then what's his other type? I can't remember. It's he's the guy with the red fro. Flint, I think is his name. Alright, we'll go to the Viking place. Viking hideout. It's Flint, yes, yeah. Because he's got like the suspenders that hang down and then the red fro, if I remember correctly. Cynthia was like the hardest champion for the longest time. She might still be the hardest champion now that I think about it. She's my favorite character in the series. We'll just start in the back then and work our way up from there. Oh, okay, yeah, so we gotta go to... Alright, so we have to go to another island. I'm only complaining about it because I waited. And it's on me. You just need one more badge? Oh, so you've got, Volkner left. Who also, fun fact, Volkner, half of his Pokemon weren't electric type in the original games as well. I don't know if they've rectified that in this one or not, but they probably haven't. But yeah, no. Because I think he's got, like, a Luxray and Ambipom's one of them. Gen 4 was really known for giving a lot of 2-stage evolutions a 3rd stage. Because I'm pretty sure this is the gen that gives you Roserade, Electivire, and Magmortar, Rhyperior. 40 hours in this playthrough. Oh, yeah. It doesn't take too long. The movement in this new one's a little better as well. The original Gen 4 was very slow. Lots of dialogue. Biggest complaint about the games is they should have just made them the Diamond and Pearl game exclusives, but based on the Platinum game, because the Platinum game's just better. My only issue with Platinum is that what fossil you get is dependent upon your ID instead of being able to get both fossils. It shouldn't have been that hard to get both fossil Pokemon in one game. It's literally a 3rd game that most people are buying instead of the others. It's just a cheap-ass move on their part, but I digress. The Grand Underground's a lot of fun. That's my favorite part, is farming for Pokemon down there. I truly would like to get to a point where you and I collect them all. I want to do a Legends Arceus at some point too, but that game just runs very poorly. My favorite part about the new Diamond and Pearl is that they have Fairy type in it now, which really is a game changer. In fact, I really got into Pokemon and Dragon Quest about the same time in my life. So they both hold about equal importance as far as... Both of those incredibly popular Japanese game series hold equal importance in my life. Although I do like a good solid Digimon game. I just wish in those games they built in the option to be able to do something else to get the trait evolutions to evolve instead of just the trade. Like, lock them into a much higher level. Or trade them, or like, do something really specific and complicated. I just always hated that they're like, hey, losers with no friends, I guess you'll never get... Hey, losers with no friends, good luck with Graveler for the whole game. Or Kadabra, or whoever else. Now we're gonna go to the Snarefelt because we have to find a rose out here. In a place shaped like a crescent. Should be the south portion of this fine land. And there we go. I was hoping they'd put a Leviathan. Actually, I'm not going to say any more about that right now. Scratch whatever comment I was going to make. Don't want to ruin something. How is DQ9 going for you, Shad? So we're gonna go Snail Fight, we're gonna turn these in, and then we're gonna do a couple of the password quests and stuff. We'll be able to get a decent amount of like loot from them, but nothing that'll really change the game at all. At least early on. I think they ramp up a little bit in relevance and like gifts later on, if that makes any sense. But I can't speak to it because I haven't gotten past any of the ones that would have been available for Act 2. Pirate's Hat. Alright, here we go. So we'll give that to, not Sylvando, Eric. Okay, so there's no costume with the pirate's hat. That's lame. For sure would have figured the seafaring thief would have a pirate costume, but haven't been able to play since we last talked about it. I see. Well, it is one of those games that it is thankfully you can check the story so far and kind of keep track of. Oh, I mean, you're not, but I guess I did compliment that lady, so. Oh, this is where the queen's at? Just hanging out in here drinking? That's cool. I like that. What are you doing up here, loser? There's two hot chicks downstairs. Magic shields, magic armor, investments. Alright, cool. That's probably stuff that we can all buy in Arborea, but... I think we get some mini medals from some of those quests as well for the little guys. So we'll check that then. We'll make sure that we have all the passwords we can get. Those two are unlocked later on. So we have those. Searching for them somewhere Celestrians live. Alright, so we have to go back there for those. So yeah, that's cool. Alright. I like when they send you to different maps in that. We need to go to Tickington. Go to Tickington here. We'll, with the only taco that makes me uncomfortable to look at. That makes me incredibly uncomfortable to look at. Oh, Shad, question for you. Does it send out a notification when I stream? I don't know if that's something I have on or not. Probably would be an important thing to have on now that I ask that. No, hold on. We need to go to 9. Okay, yeah. That is also Yggdrasil, but from a different universe. Info monsters. Oh, okay, so he gave me the stuff to cure the other people. That's cool. Sweet. Oh, any of you that gets the chance to play Dragon Quest IX, do it. It's such a fun experience. I think Shay can attest to that. It's such a beautiful game. Nearly there. Okay, we need to go to All Trades, which I think was... No, we haven't been there yet. All Trades Abbey here. Walked away for a second, boom, 2D. Yes, is it only in the toggles? We have no choice but to play it in 2D here, but... So all those old guys can now turn into bunnies if they would like. Now we have a golden pickaxe, which I think just gives us an extra ore when we mine. So that's cool. Okay, alright, well... I figured it maybe would have been like an info option, you know, but a gold pickaxe is cool. If we're ever about to foreclose on our home, we could always sell that solid gold pickaxe and... if we're ever going to foreclose on that ship because Savando doesn't pay the mortgage. Erdrick's future home should be this one. Oh yeah, Erdrick's future home. Oh, there we go. Wow, it's so aptly named. Here we go. Okay, so this guy's a demon. Cool. Well. We're just gonna not show any mercy on this. 124. Yeah, okay. He's not going to take too long at all. These fights just are a lot slower. Man, I don't know if I've seen her use a hymn yet. Ready's her spear. There we go. Okay, so that should be it. Come on now. Come on, come on. Gold rosary. There we go. Those are cool. Not religious, ma'am, but thank you for pushing your religion on me. So we'll heal all. Quest catalogs, that's done. We need to go through the Neverglade. That I think we have to find later on in a different place. Lyre of Ire, which I think is in the first map we unlocked for this, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. But I think it's in the very first one. Gallenholm. Yes, because I think they mentioned the Lyre of Ire in... Lyre of Ire. Man, where would that... Quest catalog. I guess we can do that one. We can go check the pantry one as well. Man, I thought it would have been over here. Okay, so, alright. I'm confused. Okay, I don't know the early ones as well. I do know that the first three games are the Erdrick trilogy, but... Hold on, why do I have... Why are 4 of those moving like that? It's the Neverglade. So here's Parthenia. Oh, this one's a pain, but we'll do it anyway. Yeah, it's a puzzle thing. Yeah. It's a puzzle thing. We will run out of MP before we make it through this. Oh my god, yeah, okay. So, this is from 4, Chapters of the Chosen, if I remember correctly. How many does Eric need? He's got 8. Alright. Yeah, the encounter rate for the old ones is wild. It is worse than Pokemon at its worst. Once we make it through the main part of this, yeah, this is gonna be a slog. If I have some holy waters, I'll use them just to... Let's transfer all these out of their thing so I can get rid of them. A tidy inventory is a happy inventory. If only I could be this organized in my real life. Far from it, in fact. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna be so cash poor once or cash rich once I liquidate all this. Probably have enough to get one of those platinum things if I didn't already have the ability to buy one, but hold on. Ah, I don't have any holy water. That sucks. Alright, well, we'll see if somebody has a spell for it. Sometimes they do. No. Alright, well, then we're just gonna have to put up with it. It's gonna suck, but we are so much stronger than these guys, it's not even funny. It'll be kind of funny here when I get really tired and just quit halfway through this dungeon because of the encounter rate and just go buy some holy waters, but it wouldn't be a problem if they move slow. I think I'm gonna need to speed up the battle animation. I just don't I'm not interesting enough to make this work. Chat, feed me topics. I know it's cheating and I should be able to handle this on my own, but ask questions. Play me off, Johnny. Sylvando. Okay, we have enough for him now. 18. We still don't have enough for that. We do want a high charm. So we'll just hold off. So we haven't gotten anything cool for what is my favorite dinner? My favorite dinner, oh, that's a good question. I like a nice medium rare New York strip with like asparagus and mashed potatoes. That's kind of my that's my go-to for that. But like as far as like communally speaking, it's always a pizza. Just sharing like pizza and some sides with friends. Oh my god. Yeah, that's always going to be my go-to. Although I do like real nice Italian restaurants. There is something to be said about that. I'll always be a good chicken parmesan guy. I'm always big on that. Although I do also realize that's American Italian food. There's no such thing as chicken parmesan over in Italy. They do eggplant parmesan over there, I think. But I don't believe it's chicken. Which I would also do eggplant if I was trying to be healthier. Oh, no! No! Why have you done this? Ah! That sucks. My favorite episode of How I Met Your Mother. Wow. This might be a hot take. I actually really like the finale of How I Met Your Mother. I'm one of the people that likes it. I don't think it's the best ending they could have done, but it's one of my favorite episodes because I love Christina. Not Christina, it's she's in Palm Springs. It's the lady who plays the mom. I love her chemistry with was it Josh Radnor? I like her just as an actor, and I think that's Hallie likes the ending too. Okay, thank you. Yeah, people shit on that ending, and I think it's great. I like it. If you didn't think that this whole story was literally kind of about him, more about Robin than it was the mom, then like I don't know what to tell you. Like, duh. People hate it, Chad. You, me, and Hallie are in a minority. Like, if anyone else listening or that has listened would weigh in on that, people hate the ending of How I Met Your Mother. I like it. I like the whole last season. Marshall's Vikings game with his dad's probably my second favorite. Third favorite's the episode where Lily leaves Marshall. I like the emotionally heavy ones. Those are my favorite. Because I like when you see comedic actors, like, show their chops. And all of them in How I Met Your Mother are fantastic actors. Sometimes the scripts just don't allow for them to get to be as fantastic as they could be. What's each of your guys' favorite TV show? Shad, I'm sure you're probably going to say Star Wars Clone Wars, but what would Hallie's be? Is it How I Met Your Mother? Oh, there we go. We hit level 30 already? Oh, wow. 6 points. I think we might be able to get the strength upgrade. No, we're 6 away. Never mind. I have to be careful. I'm using the D-pad on my PS5 remote, controller remote. And I am just not great with it. This is going to be a bit of a slog, but yeah, what's each of your guys' favorite TV shows? If you're in the chat, chime in. I will share mine after I get a couple others thrown out there. Although, and I can share mine now. I'm probably Lucifer for me. I'm a huge fan of that show. All the actors on it, the absolutely sweet moments, the humor, everything about that show appeals to me. The Burning Beekeeper. Oh, yeah. Honestly, you know what? If I had to pick a fourth, it would probably be that episode with Nora, where Barney breaks up with Nora and Robin doesn't. I mean, my God. Neil Patrick Harris is such a fantastic actor. They're all so good. Oh, man. Hannibal's probably my number 2 as far as TV shows go. And there was a point in time where, there's certain points in time where Hannibal will overtake Lucifer, but yeah, How I Met Your Mother is pretty great. Ah, man. When Marshall finds out his dad dies, him trying to get a peaceful moment alone with his dad at the final voicemail. I mean, they really do know how to pack some emotion into a lot of that. Like, man, I'm trying to think. What's, Oh, Shad, Hallie, favorite movie. I will also say mine, because it hasn't changed in... I want to say I've had the same favorite movie for probably... a long time. Yeah. Yes, Jason Segel is fantastic. No relation to Steven Seagal. Not fantastic. Favorite movie for me is... Shad could probably guess this, so I'll give him a chance before I say anything. But... 50 First Dates, that is a pretty good one. I do like it, and I have seen it a lot. I would say that might make a top... That might make a top 15 or 20 for me. No, it's 10 Things I Hate About You is my favorite non-series movie. I would say that probably Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me is probably my favorite. Followed by Austin Powers 1, then Goldmember, then 10 Things I Hate About You. It'll always be my favorite rom-com. Nothing will ever strike it down from that. But yeah, no, I'd say the Austin Powers movies would probably hold with that. Yeah, you were close, Shad. One off. There we go. We increased our maximum MP, which means we get like one more heal spell with her. So now we want to, first off, heal all. Oh, dang it. Okay, so that traps us there. We need to do something over there to get that way. I'm trying to remember this puzzle. I mean, I'm glad it's in this game, which is much easier, because these puzzles are much harder in these old ones as well. Everything takes slower. Non-Star Wars is what you're still thinking about. Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I'm a big prequels fan in general. I don't think they deserve all the hate that they get. Shad says his is probably Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, that movie's just fantastic. I like it. I like Attack of the Clones, too. Oh, man, I fucked that up. Where am I supposed to go here? The basement's going to be just as big a challenge, too, but it's because I'm going to move into the wrong spot and mess it up. Yeah, Revenge of the Sith. My favorite Star Wars movies, yeah, probably Revenge of the Sith. Second's probably Rogue One, though. I'm a real big fan of Rogue One. I do want a High Republic movie. But, like, I'm talking like a Revan height of the Jedi, or the Galactic Empire, Sith Empire war. You would probably have to do that as a show, though, not a bunch of movies, if you wanted to truly capture that. That is Hard Claw. Yeah, I don't know what it does, but we'll just give him as many boosts as we can. I've been listening to a lot of the lore from, like, Darth Bane, and then, like, the original Darth Viciant ran Sith Empire from the Revan time with the Sith Council, where if any one of them betrayed him, he'd kill all of them, regardless of if they were guilty or innocent. Sith were just cooler then. Although I have a personal fan theory that Darth Bane's not the only Sith that survived. I like the idea that there's other lines of like Rules of Two out there, or like 7 pounds is pretty good. I like the idea personally that there's other ideas of like different lines of Sith that survived from that time that just didn't interact with each other because the galaxy's so large would have never really found each other. I don't think it's very likely. They probably will hold the whole Darth Bane being the only line, but I like the idea that there's like other Sith that were unmotivated by conquering the galaxy but just wanted personal power. Yeah, because it was like also the time before lightsabers when they had like the actual like blades, like the metal swords that they would put like their dark side and part of their soul into. So sick. The Mandalorian Jedi Wars, where they switched to using ballistics again instead of laser weapons, because when Jedi'd go to deflect them, they'd just get buckshotted in the face by liquid metal. I would like a young, like when Yoda's like younger story as well. Like before he's the wise Master Yoda. And it'd be cool because his master is the one who spoke like that. That's why he talks like that. So it'd be cool to kind of see him like learning that and kind of like taking it on. I need to watch the Tales Dooku series though. I've heard it's fantastic. They're coming out with a new Tales as well, I think, about Asajj and Bane, if I remember, and Cad Bane, if I remember correctly. Okay, so we're gonna heal. Yeah, because Yoda only talked like that because his master talked like that, which I like. It's kind of a neat little homage to the guy that trained him, I guess. Even though it's a complete cop-out, but whatever. I was sad about what happened to Yaddle, but that's all I'm gonna say. I want new movies. And I want them to give the trilogy to one single director. Fury, that's a good one. As far as comedies go, you know what's pretty high up there for me is definitely Major Payne. Been 3 weeks since I killed a man, and I'm starting to get the itch. Ooh, Spider-Man 2 is pretty good. I will give you that. Oh my god, Alfred Molina, and that is so good. All of the villains in that Tobey Maguire trilogy are great. Like, there's not a bad villain in that entire run. I even like Goblin Jr. I mean, you'd be pretty fucked up in the head, too, if you found out your best friend basically killed your dad. I wanted more Andrew Garfield, though. I think he played a sad... Like, his depressed Peter Parker was probably the best. Because nothing can ever go good for Peter Parker for long. Anytime he's happy in the comics or anywhere else... life has to go bad. Yeah, I think... So my favorite Spider-Man is Tobey Maguire. My favorite Peter Parker is Andrew Garfield. But I do think Tom Holland, on average, plays the fine line between the two the best. Kind of like my favorite... I think my favorite Bruce Wayne is probably Keaton, but my favorite Batman is definitely Christian Bale. Although I do like Pattinson. I think Robert Pattinson's take was pretty cool. Michael Caine is the best Alfred. Although I do think... oh, what's his name? The guy who played Gollum did a pretty good job. And the guy from the original Burton movies did alright. The one whose niece is Alicia Silverstone. I was just sad to see Cavill's Superman go. I'm just not really ready to accept that quite yet. After watching the Snyder Cut, I'm just wondering what the fuck they were thinking, not just making that the movie. I get it, you bring in a different director, they've got a different vision, but if you've already got a lot of a movie done, like, you know, maybe it behooves of you to continue with that if it's going pretty well. Actually, I take that back. Keaton's not my favorite Bruce Wayne. Ben Affleck is. I think Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne is the best. One of us. Yeah, I think his... I like his Batman as well. I like all the Batman. George Clooney's is a little but that wasn't his fault. Yeah, Batfleck, his Bruce Wayne is probably the best, I think. Now that I truly think about it. Although I did like how beefy his Batman was. His end of the movie scene with Joker, where the nightmare scene where he threatens to kill it, is one of my favorites. And he hands him the playing card. Anytime you want to tear that up, we can go. Oh yeah, talks about Harley Quinn making him promise that he'd kill him. Hold on, let's make sure I'm doing this right. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. I did do what I was supposed to. Sweet. Thank you for taking me right to the exit. Yes, yeah. Because it really was based off like the Frank Miller. I believe it's Frank. I know it's Miller. I might be messing the first name up. But like that, he really does seem like the Dark Knight Returns. Like an older Batman. He's lost a Robin. Deeply scarred, a lot more violent than he might have been in his younger years. Because there's some comics where, like, Batman's son dies and his body gets taken to Apocalypse by Darkseid, and he, like, fights the Justice League, steals a Hell Armor suit that they made, and goes and delivers an absolute ass whooping on Apocalypse to get his boy's body back. Nope, I went the wrong way. Dang it. Gorsh. Dang it. Yeah, I'm just glad to have grown up. Shad, do you like the Blade movies at all? I have to ask, because those are probably my favorite superhero movies. Even if the third one sucks, but... Okay, we completed this one. Oh, you've never seen... Oh, we have to watch the Blades when you come up here. I have the DVDs, and I bought them on Amazon, so I always had them. The first two are two of the best superhero movies all made. I mean, it's the reason we have, like, the superhero renaissance that we have. Let's see. So we can fight the Neverglade. We need to go to Rainbow Mines, too. I'm not doing Rainbow Mines today. We'll do the Neverglade. This one's kind of fun. Rainbow Mines is going to be a worse version of what we just did, if you could believe it. I think this is slightly random, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to collect all the chests, because I truthfully don't care quite as much about this. But the Blades are really good. Blade 1 and Blade 2 are fantastic. Blade 3 sucks. Could have been good, but it sucks. I just heard rumors that they might be canceling the new Blade with Mahershala Ali. And I hate that. I like him as an actor, and I want Blade again. Let's see. Alright, well, maybe don't run off into the woods, little girl. I've heard a lot of old German fairy tales. You're still thinking about your favorite movie? I know what your favorite documentary is. It's whatever that freaking F1 documentary is that you made me watch hammered one night till like 3 a.m. Let's see here. We'll just have everybody have their pep. Drive to Survive, but yeah, Drive to Survive, yeah. Oh. As much stuff I made you watch while I was hammered in the apartment, the least I could do was watch that doc. It was a good documentary. And I do like racing, I only have so much interest in so many things, and I have to fight to keep myself interested in football, let alone occasionally college basketball or baseball. Critical Spell, here we go. So just think of your favorite movie of each genre, Shad, and then narrow it down from there. You can essentially count Star Wars probably as your favorite action movie. TV show kind of guy. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I just prefer a good story, so it doesn't really matter to me the medium one way or another. I've always been more of a movies guy. It's just because my family was big into movies, but we'll use our skill points right away. Still need one more? Dang it. I've been listening to a lot more like long form. My favorite is definitely a drama. Shawshank Redemption was... it shook me the first time I watched it. I'll say that as far as dramas go. 10 bonus... Oh, there we go. Yeah, some of the panels give you 10 bonus points. Which is awesome. Okay, I'm sure we'll want that one after this. And then we'll be good on that for a while. There we go. Oh, man. This game's putting me to sleep. I haven't been sleeping worth a shit, but I'm going to definitely blame the game, not my insomnia. Then we're going to go... We forgot to turn some medals into the old man, so... That'll be it for now. Those will be the ones that we'll do for the moment. I need more patience if I'm going to do the mines one. It's just a worse version of that freezer thing. It really is. So much worse. So we're going to go turn in our medals. And then... we are going to buy whatever we can in Arborea. My goodness. Oh, it's a solid yawn. As far as my favorite movies of every type, so rom-com, definitely 10 Things I Hate About You. Comedy, definitely the Austin Powers trilogy, specifically number 2 is number 1. Action/adventure is probably Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade. And then horror. I really like the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Actually, action, probably John Wick 3. Action, John Wick 3, yeah. Although Predator, the original Predator is a close second. What's your absolute 100% favorite video game of all time, Chad? We'll start with that. It's probably Sly Cooper, I almost guarantee, but I'm not sure which one. Fable 2 is pretty good. I'm excited for the new Fable game coming out. Almost missed this chest. Don't want Razor Wing. Let's see here. We're gonna buy, like, I guess we max out at 9, so that sucks. Let's see what we can craft. Because we may have some new recipes that actually help us out a little bit. I don't believe so, but we might be pretty solid there for a little while. We might have something that sets us up pretty, but we're in the end game, so it's... Yeah, I never use the multi-bash because I don't like randomness of it. Oh, wow. So I guess we'll make... Can't be bought. Ah, man. Alright, well... Stop the spells from being sealed away. Can't be bought. Oh my god, this is lame. I am not going to do the Platinum Power Sword because I don't like the way it looks. And I'm fine if that's ridiculous. I will sometimes choose aesthetics over stats. Alright, oh, next strike doubled. Ho, ho, ho. Next halved. We might be able to make this... There we go. Really well, that's going to be a +2. My favorite game of all time is probably... It's probably a tie between DQ9 and Pokemon Platinum, to be completely honest with you. Those are the two games I'm pretty sure I know the most about as far as, like, and just enjoy the most. Although, a couple of the Spyros for GameCube, Spyro Hero's Tail, Sonic DX, and Sonic XD are up there for me as well. But Pokemon XD, you know what? No. Pokemon XD is probably my favorite game. It's the first one that I really got into, and if I think about it, it ranks above all of them. Because I did say it was my favorite Pokemon earlier, so I'd say XD is definitely the top. It's a style of game that matches me very well. Yeah, so Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I mean, you get to start with one of the first 5 evolutions and Teddiursa, so like... And Teddiursa is one of my favorite Pokemon in the series. Hacksaw Ridge or Interstellar? I've still yet to see Interstellar. Yeah, I've never seen Interstellar. I'm just not a big space guy. Yeah, not a big space guy. I like Star Wars, but that's more for like the space magic than it is the space. I do know the point and like most of the plot of Interstellar, but yeah, not familiar with the actual thing itself. Dapper Doublet. Yeah, we'll make him a new uniform. I've heard great things. Everybody in that movie is people I all really like. Oh, favorite TV show? I also really... True Detective Season 1 was also really good. You should definitely watch it. That's with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. It's fantastic. My top 3 are definitely Lucifer, Hannibal, True Detective Season 1. Did not mean to absolutely whiff on that, but Yeah, True Detective Season 1 is probably one of the best. If you just break it down by single season, it's better than all. It's tied with Hannibal Season 2. Hannibal Season 2 was probably their best one, I would say. Lucifer's more of an experience overall. I don't know if there's any one season. I haven't seen it in so long, but I don't know if there's any one season I would rank that high. I do need to rewatch it. Just give it one final send-off. I did like Sword Art Online's first season as well. Although I haven't seen that since we lived together a couple years ago there, Shad. Actually, it might have been. It was early in the time of us living together. Oh, that might have been pre-Mason. You can't forget our favorite TV show, Shad, Tiger King. Oh, that made me laugh way harder than it should have, but... Platinum Lance. Yeah, I like that a lot. So she does restore MP. And then we're going to sell a lot of our items that aren't unique that we can sell as well. Let's just see how much money we make. Wow, this is going to be probably the richest we've been the entire... We'll not sell that because that's unique. I can't believe that doesn't improve. I can't believe that didn't improve healing. That's wild. 38,000. Wow. Alright, we'll give him his Dapper Doublet and Natty Cravat. There we go. This is probably my favorite outfit for Sylvando as well. Alright, so now we'll just situate ourselves to... We'll go do the side quest starting off in the woods up here next episode. And then we will finish Act 1. Act 2 is significantly quicker. Oh, we can't end up there. I forgot. We have to save with a priest. I'm not a man of the cloth. I've never seen Patriots Day either. There, Shad. Favorite movies? I guess I have to throw Nightcrawler and Filth up there as well. Mason and I both really liked those. Those movies are both fantastic. Miss Bella is definitely excited for whenever you can, whenever you come back up here to stay the week. She genuinely has not gotten that much attention since since you've been up. She loved having someone here with her all day, like the old days of Branson being around. Well, he wasn't here all day. He did work, but. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Appreciate anybody that stopped in. Anybody that watches the VOD, thank you. All of you have a great night. Peace.